Okay, well, here's what the furnace looks like from the top view of it, just after it was freshly made, all finished up. But that's the top view. You can see that little crucible down in there, and then the burner pipe just goes on in through the side. There's my old bowl. You can see that big hole. That's where the pipe goes through for the burner. There's a good side view for you. You see that pipe? It's just sticking in through that. Right in through the side of that mixing bowl there, and it goes all the way down into the center of it. But you'll learn in the end of this video. It's real easy to build this. I'm going to show you step by step exactly just how you build this thing. But it's a lot easier than you think it is. But there's the weed burner. Okay, now this is a Harbor Freight weed burner. And this is the whole burner assembly. Now right there on the top, see there's a pipe there. That pipe's about 2 feet long. Okay, that's about a 3/4 inch pipe. And then on the end of that pipe, there's a fitting. Okay, and there's an airline fitting right on the top. And what you do is you just hook your air hose to it right here. You run about 20 pounds of pressure from your compressor through that right there. You just plug your airline in, and it's real easy to make this thing, but you won't have a problem with it. It's really simple. Now you just take the handle off of this weed burner because you're not going to use it, and it comes with this hose. It comes with the gas line and everything. So really, you can't beat it. For the money, you can't beat it. You just cut this right here, just a little bit. That's about 4 inches up, and you cut this right off. This is the weed burner. You just cut that right off. There's a joint there, and you just throw that top part away, and you drill you a hole that's exactly close to the size. You want a good tight fit of this going into that hole, and you solder that or braze that in. Now that's the burner assembly. Now this thing is just dead simple, and I'm going to show you how easy this thing is to make. Right here is just a little plastic container. This was I believe this had mineral spirits in it, but all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this plastic container right here, all right, and right on the very bottom I'm going to put me a hole that's going to be a tight fitting hole so that this pipe is going to be a tight fitting, and it's going to go right into there, right onto the edge of that. Okay, and I'm just going to cut me a nice clean hole in. Your heat is blasting directly onto that crucible, directly hitting dead on the crucible, and it's got nowhere to go. And the first thing I got is this is just a bag of Satcrete or Quickcrete, and this is just the like ready mix type concrete mix. And what this is, it's got rocks in it. But what I do, I just get this little bag because it's $5 a bag. Now you can use this, or you can use Portland cement if you have Portland cement. Portland cement's about $10 a bag, but it's a big 90-pound bag or a 100-pound bag or something like that, and it's real heavy and everything. I just get this small bag for about, I think about $4 or something. But if you use this with the rocks in it, what you got to do is you got to take like a spaghetti strainer and sift out. You just sift out the powder, and you take the rocks out. You don't put the rocks in your refractory. But this is over here, this is fire clay. You can see right there, ground fire clay. Okay, now you take your fire clay, and then you take this right here is pool filter sand. It's 100% silica. Now make sure when you get this Make sure you get the 100% silica because you don't want any other type of sand. So you mix your fire clay and your silica sand about a 50-50 ratio, and then you just sift in a little bit of this, just the powder from this, and that'll make it set up. You don't use a whole lot of this because you're just wanting to get a little bit of Portland cement mixed in with it to make it set, but you don't need a whole lot of cement. So don't go too heavy on this. You just want enough, maybe like about 2 styrofoam cups, like a big styrofoam coffee cup, probably about 2 of those would be okay on that. And then you just mix those 3 ingredients dry real good. And I just got an old mixing tub here, but now remember, you're only working with a 10-quart mixing bowl, so you don't need an astronomical amount of refractory to fill that bowl. What you can do is you can use your bowl as a measurement, and fill your bowl with dry mix, and then dump it into your pan there, and then add just a little bit more to be on the safe side, because you don't want it. The last thing you want is to not have enough refractory. But that's it on the refractory. That's all there is to it. So it's a 50-50 mix of fire clay and silica sand, and then just a little bit of this the powder out of this Quikrete, or you can use, like I said, you can use Portland cement, but you don't need a whole lot of Portland. You just want it just enough to make it set. But there you go. That's what you're going to need to do this refractory. So, all right, well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mix up my refractory in this tub right here, and then we'll take a look at it when I get it mixed. So we're going to pack that level to that spot, and then we're going to sit our plastic container in there and put our pipe in there. Now, on my pipe, see, I put some clay, a little bit of clay over that pipe so nothing can go down in there, because I'm going to fill that with some rocks. And when I dump it out, I don't want any rocks down in my pipe. So, all right, let's get this thing packed up. Okay, I got my bottom layer down in there. Now you can see all those marks on that refractory. That's because I took this board and I rammed it. I took the end of that board and I rammed it as hard as I could ram it. Now that's why you don't want to mix your clay too thin, your refractory I mean. You don't want to mix it too thin, because you want to ram it down in there like clay. You want to pack it like almost like packing dirt really hard. I mean, the harder you can pack it, the better it's going to be. So, but you can see I got it ready. Now that took me a whole grand total of about 5 minutes to do that. Like I said, this has got to be the easiest furnace in the world to build. I mean, it's so simple. It's just stupid simple. But there it is sitting in there. See, I got my pipe right to the edge of that, just barely sticking out of that edge of that plastic container. Now I'm going to fill that container with rocks. Okay, just so where it'll be solid, or I might put sand in it. I'll probably put sand in it. But and then I'm going to go ahead and just pack it solid. See, now this container comes right up level with the top of my bowl, see? And then I'm going to pack real good down around this pipe. And then I'm not going to move this thing until it dries real good, as good as I can let it dry. But the trick to this is mixing the refractory really good. Okay, just mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it. Then pack it as hard as you can pack it. And then after it's done, what you want to do is you want to leave this thing set and cure for, at least about a week. Don't rush it. Don't try to go and use it, right away. Let it cure out, and you'll have you'll have a really good furnace. But I'll probably let this thing cure at least a week, and then I'll slowly fire it, real slow, and just slowly keep increasing the heat. But that is all there is to building this thing. Like I said, it's dead simple. There goes my pipe. Block it up level. Run it through there. And then pack it good around there. And then let it dry and don't move it. I mean, there could not be an easier to build furnace than this. And this thing is... it's just amazing how well it works and how hot it gets. So, all right, let me finish packing that up and we'll see what it looks like. My channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. And if you do decide that you want to subscribe, if you could just leave me a little comment down in the comment box, and if you could just put down there, I subscribed, that would just be great. I would just really love that, and that would help me a lot as far as growing the channel. Okay, here's another view of it, all finished up, ready to start slowly curing it out. But I really do appreciate you sticking with me all the way to the end, and I hope you do subscribe, and don't forget to share the video with your friends, and please hit the like button. That really helps me out a lot. And also, my Facebook jewelry group's really growing, so you'll find a link to that down in the description. Talk to you later.